What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Dylan Mathews, back at it again with another hometown take. Today, you see it, I'm talking about the Atlanta Hawks, and everybody's on the same page. The owner's ready to spend some money, so it's time for some trade rumors and some possible free agent signing videos. It's that time, they coming. Here's the first one. We're gonna talk about it, we're gonna get into it, and I'm gonna give you one person right now, just one. I'm gonna give you, a couple of guys here and there periodically. So we're gonna do this first guy first. I'm gonna let you know who he is, but before I do that, we gotta handle some business. So make sure you like this video, comment your thoughts, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bells, and make sure you get every video and watch every video as soon as I drop it. And that's what turning on your notification bells does. You know what's up, you know what's popping, you know what's happening. So turn on your notification bells. Also, check out the link down below, to buy me a coffee to help fuel this channel, help fuel the Atlanta Hawks to a great offseason. Because we need a second star next to Trey Young. And with that, let's go ahead and get right into the video. The Atlanta Hawks, and I feel like I've been saying this for like 3 years now, it's that time, y'all. It's that time. The time has come for the Atlanta Hawks to go ahead and bring in Bradley Beal. Yes, this is another Bradley Beal to the Atlanta Hawks video. This time we ain't got to trade for him. We ain't got to give him no pieces for him. We can just sign him outright because Bradley Beal is finally an unrestricted free agent. Not officially, but he can opt out of his deal this season, which he has already pretty much said he is going to do. He is coming off left wrist surgery to repair a torn ligament in his left wrist that he suffered early February. So, Bradley Beal, come on to the A, Bradley. We need you. And I'm feeling confident that the Atlanta Hawks are going to make a splash move this offseason. Even if it's not for Bradley Beal, I believe the Atlanta Hawks are gonna bring in some pieces. There are gonna be some major roster changes. And I feel like we're gonna bring in somebody big, whether it's Bradley Beal, Donovan Mitchell, maybe Zach LaVine, even though he probably won't want to leave his situation with the Bulls. But I feel like the Hawks are gonna bring in somebody big. Now, why do I feel so confident, and why should you feel so confident? Well, it's because the GM and the owner done basically said it for us. We ain't even gotta talk about it. We ain't even gotta say it. We ain't even gotta speculate, because the owner and the GM have basically said it. Let's start with Travis Schlank's comments on, 92.9 The Game. They always have Travis Schlenk on the morning show with John and Hugh. And he said, quote, "We made the decision last year to run the same group back, and we probably should have tried to upgrade as opposed to stay status quo. The way the season ended, we're going to try to upgrade the roster moving forward into next season." He said it. we tried to run it back, it didn't work, so guess what? We gonna make some upgrades, we gonna make some changes. That's what Travis said. He said, I gave these folks a chance, I gave these players a chance to, run it back, see if we could make something shake again. It didn't happen, so we making some changes. And that's what I love to hear from my GM. And that's why we trust in Schlank. So if you still don't believe for whatever reason some changes are gonna happen, let's go to what Tony Ressler was talking about yesterday when he had some media availability. He was on a Zoom call with some media peeps, and I don't have the quotes in front of me, but he said that the same thing Travis said. He said after the run to the Eastern Conference Finals, and I'm just paraphrasing. This isn't exact quotes. He basically said after the run to the Eastern Conference Finals, we thought we could keep the same team and get better. That did not happen. So he's saying since that didn't happen, we're going to be better next season by making some changes. So that means we got to get some new players in here. And I think they want to make some splashy moves. Also, owner Tony Ressler talked about getting some veterans in this group. And again, I'm just paraphrasing here, but he said the Hawks have been missing, that veteran presence for an extended period of time now. And he says, the teams out here playing beautifully have a good mix of quality young players and quality older players. So he wants to add in some vets to the mix. And Travis Schlenk, like I said, is on that same page as well. So let's go ahead and add a quality, older, but still, young enough to get buckets type of player in Bradley Beal. Now, We will have to sign Bradley Beal outright. He will be looking for some money, but guess what? That's okay. That's all right. That ain't a problem. That ain't a problem. And that's not a problem because Tony Wrestler also said yesterday in his media availability that he ain't afraid to go into the luxury tax. He ain't afraid to spend money. He said money is not gonna be an obstacle. He said, we're not afraid to go into the luxury tax. We do not fear the luxury tax, and money will not be an obstacle. He said those things, period, point blank, period, outright. Those are basically quotes. Again, slightly paraphrasing because those aren't the exact quotes, but he basically said that. I don't know if there's a video out there anywhere, probably some articles written about it. But anywho, that's what he said. So, Travis is ready to make some changes. Tony Wrestler's ready to make some changes, and Tony Wrestler is ready to spend some money. So let's go ahead and bring in Bradley Beal. That's a perfect storm to bring in Bradley Beal. Because, like I said, he's an unrestricted free agent. We can just sign him outright so we can still keep who we want to keep out of the young core. And we can, let go whoever we want to let go. Use some of that extra money to sign Bradley Beal and use the money we already got to sign Bradley Beal and add in some other groups to the roster. And so, Bradley Beal, y'all know the deal on Bradley Beal already. I ain't got to go too far into it. He's been an all-star 2 of the past 3 seasons, and then 2 out of these past 3 seasons as well. He's averaged 30-plus points per game. Bradley Beal, we know, can do it all. He can play off ball. He can dominate with the ball in his hands. He can create his own shot. He's solid defensively. Why wouldn't we want Bradley Beal? Why wouldn't we? Bradley Beal has been in the making. I've been trying to manifest Bradley Beal coming to Atlanta for the past 3 years, and I'm feeling like it's gonna happen. Because Washington, yes, they got Kristaps Porzingis, I get all. They got Contavious Caldwell Pope, blah, 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 blah. They're in a stage of mediocrity right now. That team isn't going anywhere. Bradley, free yourself. Allow yourself to thrive. Allow yourself to do better. Allow yourself to compete for a championship and come to the Hawks. Come play with Trey. He'll get you the ball. It'll be okay. It'll work out. We can do some magical things here in the 404. What? Just come in. Just come and see. Test the waters. Come on a meeting. Come visit. You know what I'm saying, Bradley? Just come on. So we know how that backcourt duo with Trae Young and Bradley Beal will go. And Trae Young, Nate McMillan, Travis Schlenk, Tony Wrestler, they all talked about Trae Young playing off the ball more this season as well. This is something they're going to really try to do with Trae, get him to play more off ball. And I love it. Look at what Steph Curry does. And I know Trae isn't exactly Steph Curry, but I feel like they're trying to use him kind of in that way, which is not a bad thing. Trae Young can bring the ball up. He's got the ball handling. He's got the deep range. Okay, we can try to make it a little easier for Trae too. Run that man off some screens. You know how Steph Curry be running all over the place all the time, running through screens, getting open threes, wide open, catch and shoot threes. Well, let's get that. Let's run that elevator doors play that Mark Jackson drew up for Steph and Clay back in the day. Let's draw that play up here in Atlanta. Run that for Trae Young and Bradley Beal. What's the difference? Don't gotta be a difference. We could be the next Splash Brothers. Bradley, do you hear me? Do you hear me? Come on, man. I already got it all up here. I already done thought it out for you. Ain't no thinking for you. Just sign the deal. Tony, at this point, might hand you a blank check and just say, write whatever number you want to. We ain't afraid to spend no money. Money's not an issue. It ain't. So, I think Bradley Beal to the Hawks could realistically happen. Like I said, don't have to trade anybody. We can just sign them outright. We could be in control. We could do what we got to do. Make it happen, Tony. Make it happen, Travis. Come on now. I believe in y'all. So, Bradley Beal and Trae Young, that's just a dangerous group. You can have one of them on the floor at all times. Nate could kind of get the minutes to where at least one of them stays on the floor at all times. What it could be is, this is me getting into my schematics of everything and the logistics of everything. So, Trae Young this season, pretty much down the stretch, he played the entire first quarter. If you still want Trae to play the entire first quarter, you start the game out with Trae Young, Bradley Beal, and whoever the rest of the team is going to be. I don't know at this point because I don't know who we're going to keep, trade, whatever. So, Trae and Bradley, you have them in. Let Bradley, go halfway through the first quarter, whatever you want the rotation to be. Take him out, sub him in for whoever. So once the second quarter starts, Trey Young usually sits. That's Bradley Beal's time to shine. It's his time to show out. You know what I'm saying? Get his moves on the court, break some people off and whatnot. So you let Bradley Beal start off the second quarter. You take him out once he's ready for a breather, probably midway through the second quarter or however long he's going to stay in. Then you bring in Trey Young, probably sub Trey Young for Bradley Beal. Then you let Trey Young handle his way and lead the offense in the middle part of the second quarter. Then they probably finish the half together, like probably 3 minutes left in the first half. Let it get a little nice second half run going, you know what I'm saying? Third quarter, they both start the second half. Then one of them comes out, whether it's Trey Young or Bradley Beal in the second half. Whoever comes out in the midway through the third quarter, they probably sub for each other. And then they let that last one, whether it's Trey Young or Bradley Beal, they let one or the other finish the third quarter. So whoever comes out midway through the third, the other one comes in for them. That person finishes the third quarter. Then they might start the fourth quarter, and then at some point, whatever, they come in together, finish the game together, obviously. So there you go. It's easy. I mean, when you have a second superstar, when you have a second star on your team, one of them is supposed to be on the court at all times. That's the luxury of having a second star. One is always in. And that's how you game plan it. That's how you do it. So, I mean, this is pretty much a match made in heaven. I don't know how much more I gotta spell it out for you guys. That's really it. And then also when you talk about, how Tony Wrestler talked about wanting, more of that veteran presence, Bradley Beal's coming into his 11th season in the league. He's about to be 29 once this season starts, I believe. So 29-year-old Bradley Beal can still get buckets, and he can be the veteran leader for this team. And the team will listen to Bradley Beal because he gets buckets, and he's one of the best players in the NBA. So he can be that veteran leader. He can be that second star. Match made in heaven. You get everything you need with Bradley Beal. You fill the rest of the team out with 3-and-D guys, and whoever else you want to keep from the core we already have. You got your team. You're ready to go get a ring. You feel me? So I think Bradley Beal on the Atlanta Hawks, like I said, I've been trying to manifest this for 3 years. I think Bradley Beal on the Atlanta Hawks will be a great pairing with him and Trey Young. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know who you would like to see paired with Trey Young. Like I said, Travis Schlenk knows changes need to be made. Tony Wrestler knows changes need to be made. And Tony Wrestler's ready to spend some money. He said he's not afraid to go into the luxury tax. He does not fear the luxury tax. He said money will not be an obstacle. He ready? Me and my friends, we got money to spend. So spend that thing on Bradley Beal. But Donovan Mitchell, trade for Donovan Mitchell if you need to. Or, sign Zach LaVine if he's willing to come through. Who would you guys like to see paired next to Trey Young this offseason for the Atlanta Hawks? I think it's pretty clear the team wants to get a second superstar. We know the team needs a second star. Who you want it to be? If you comment down below, man, we're not doing a video on the person. You know what I'm saying? Asking you shall receive. You dig? But we're ready to spend money. Bradley Beal's an unrestricted free agent. We can sign him outright as long as he opts out of his deal, which I'm sure he will. He pretty much said he's already going to do that, like I said earlier. So, Trey Young, Bradley Beal, match made in heaven. Trey can play on the ball. Bradley Beal can play off ball. Bradley Beal can play on the ball, obviously. And Trey Young's going to work on playing more off ball this season as well. So, I think it'll be a good deal. And I don't think Bradley Beal's numbers will dip any, like I said, because there are going to be times when he's on the floor and Trey Young isn't. There's going to be times when Trey Young is on the floor and Bradley Beal isn't. And when they're on the floor at the same time, Trey Young's a facilitator. He'll find the hot hand. I mean, look at what he did with Bogey. Imagine what he can do with Bradley Beal. And Bogey's a great player, too. I'm not trying to throw any shade to Bogey. And I hope maybe we find a way to keep Bogey. We'll see. Probably not. But, anywho, it'll work. I think it'll work beautifully with Trey Young and Bradley Beal. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Again, like this video, comment your thoughts, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell so you get my videos. You can be the first to watch my videos as soon as I drop them, including this one. So turn on your notification bells if they aren't on already, and check out the link down below. To buy me a coffee to help fuel this channel, help fuel the Atlanta Hawks to a great off season. help fuel them to get in the second star, maybe like Bradley Beal. We'll see. But again, guys, like this video, comment your thoughts, subscribe to the channel. Until I talk to you guys next time, stay true to Atlanta, believe in Atlanta, go Hawks. Peace.